Okay, it's reading. So.
The next vital sign is going to be the blood pressure. The blood pressure ranges between 120 over 80. Anything below 90 over 50, we have to kind of do something about, because that means that the body is not getting the oxygen to all the vital organs. And when the brain doesn't get oxygen, it starts to shut them down. If it goes 160 over 90, that's considered high blood pressure. High blood pressure is considered the silent killer. So they may never have a symptom other than taking their blood pressure. That sometimes is the only way they ever know that they have high blood pressure. So we want to be careful of that, because if it gets too high, they can have a stroke. So the reason to take the blood pressure is probably because they're a blood pressure patient and they're on medication. So the doctor wants the blood pressure taken before medication, because if it's normal, we don't want to give them medication because it's going to drop them too low. But if it's really high, then or above 120 over 80, then we're going to give them medication, because if it's dropping them, it's going to drop them to normal. So that's the reason why they want the blood pressure taken. So this is how you apply a cuff. In the home, you're only going to see these electrical cuffs. You will never see a manual, because patients can't take it on themselves, or their family members usually don't know how. So on this blood pressure cuff, we have a little circle. It's either going to say circle, arrow, or artery, and that tells you that it's got to face the brachial artery. So we're going to put it on this way. You're going to put it up. Right here is her brachial artery. So we're going to make sure our hose is down in that circle, and then you just want to tighten your cuff. And then you ask them if it's too tight. Is it too tight? And you want them to have their feet firmly on the ground. You don't want them to cross their legs, because then it makes the blood pressure higher. And you want them to relax their arm and not talk, and then you press start and wait for the pressure. I always tell them that it'll give their arm a little squeeze, because especially in dementia patients, they're not going to remember that they had their blood pressure taken yesterday from you. So I always tell them it gives their arm a little squeeze. So now it's blown all the way up and it's coming back down. This will also give you their pulse, but you want to be careful because it is battery operated. So if you get a wacky pulse, like really high or really low, just take it manually, because that'll give you your accurate pulse. So her blood pressure was 109 over 70, great, because she's young, so we expect that. And then you just remove it. And make sure you record all of your vital signs that you have to take in the daily care notes. Or if they are a regular blood pressure, you want to take them, you want to record them in the vital sign sheets.